Hello and welcome to Rev Sports. Welcome to 5 at 5. We're here at the JLN Stadium for the World Parathletics Championship. I'm Gargi Raut and joining me today is Abhishek Mishra and Jaimin Bhatt. And they've been here for the past 3 or 4 days covering the event. But I've been in Dubai. I've just come here. It's my first day here. Not a busy day for Indian athletes today. No such medal events for the Indian para athletes. But we're going to talk about your experience, Jaimin. First of all, I'd like to ask you, you've been doing this for the past 4 days now?
3 days.
3 days,
I
you've
came
been
on
here.
I've been here 3 days. He's been there longer.
Yes, but what has been your highlight so far?
Couple of things. I think it's a great event to have in India. It's really proud to say that you have something like this is the largest para athletics event you can get anywhere in the world, and to have that in India is a big thing. And the Indian athletes are doing well. I mean, as of yesterday, we were like standing number 4 on the medal league, which is very good, and hope to kind of meet the target of 20, which the PCI president has set. And to that extent, I think great. The new Mondo track is looking very good and really producing good results. The organization has been great. Spick, timely, all events have been very, very measured. The only thing which I think I'm a little disappointed and quite disappointed is the fact that the stands are empty. I mean,
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
huge stadium. It's a pride, and I'm disappointed with the fact that you're not seeing crowds enough here. Otherwise, I think it's a great thing. Indian athletes are doing well, and I think should continue to do well as we go forward for the next 4 days. You're right. Today is a light day,
Yeah.
but again, you'll see the spurt of medals coming in from
Tomorrow,
tomorrow.
I think Simran
Yeah,
and Preeti are
that's right.
on the
Yeah,
track, so we're going to see
yeah.
some medals for sure there. But it's a slow and steady evolution for para sports in India. We've seen a huge jump from para sports being nowhere to now the government actively backing them, giving them
Yeah.
so much. The Mondo track, before the World Para Championships, before we on National Sports Day, I had a conversation with Simran, Preeti, and a few others, and everyone kept saying, how much the Mondo track
It
gave
does
them
make
to
a
look
difference.
forward to, because every single time Indian athletes had to wait for international competitions to go out there and compete and actually practice on a Mondo track. But now that you have it, India is only the 25th country in the world to get the track. अभिषेक आपने भी बात की होगी एथलीट से कहीं ना कहीं.
I was talking to Neeraj Chopra yesterday. Actually, I was talking to him that there was a mixed kind of a press event, and he also said that earlier we used to think about that where we should train. Now we have a Mondo track here in Delhi. I asked him that, have you planned any session to train here? He said right now not anything is planned, but yeah, I will consider it. But for Sumit, for the likes of Sachin actually trains here uh, just in the left side. So it is a great deal for every athlete, especially from Sivran. You were talking about that she has some disparity in vision disparity kind of thing. So the Mondo track is actually in alternate color, dark blue and
Yeah.
and a lighter shade. So it's going to help those kind of athletes also who are actually visually challenged a bit, who cannot actually watch things properly. So it's a great thing for every kind of thing, whether you are a thrower, whether you are a runner, especially for the track athlete. It is good, but if we think about the sport movement, the para movement, or athletics movement in India, that this is the place which is going to save the future.
And if you look at it, even the warm-up track is Mondo, which is not
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
The warm-up track
Yeah.
is Mondo, so that enables the athletes even
We
more.
hardly see that a Mondo track inside in and also in the warm-up zone. So it's a great deal. And also they made another runway for the javelin specific,
Yeah.
where Sachin Yadav trained. So a lot of development happened here. Last time, if one of us who have walked inside the javelin stadium, and today it's a complete different story.
Absolutely. I mean, I've been coming to this stadium for the past couple of years almost, and the change that we've seen, and the Mondo track especially, has been very impressive. I was just talking to a gentleman here. Actually, I wasn't talking to him. I was talking to Rohan behind the camera, and we were talking about how Paralympics has grown, how the athletes are now getting financial support from the government, from sponsors, from brands. And this gentleman overheard us and just jumped into the conversation and started talking about how it was back in 2013 that this sort of movement started, when the government decided that they needed para athletes and athletes, able-bodied athletes, needed to get the same amount of money from the government. So that's where it all started. If you're thinking about where the updates are from Ahmedabad, Soumik Chakraborty will join us soon. Shubman Gill came out for a press conference today. We'll hear about what he said very soon. Soumik Chakraborty joins us. But coming back to the World Para Athletics Championships, Sumit Antil three three titles now, back to back. I mean, this
He
man is
is a
owning.
legend. He is a legend. I mean, what do you talk about? Look at the score sheet of yesterday.
Yeah.
He is 71 plus. The next one is 48 something. There is just nobody near him. So, I mean, I keep wondering, the 70s dream for a para athlete was something most people believed is not possible. Sumit has made it possible and he's doing it consistently. I mean, what would he have done if he was an able bodied athlete? I mean, he is just a wonder. He's absolutely, if you look at the history of para athletics in the country, and there's nobody like him.
I mean, if you look at it, Sumit Antil can still give tough competition to some of the able-bodied
Oh,
He
athletes.
has
yes,
already
yes.
given.
He
He
made.
has already participated in some able body competition in India and outside India. Also, he had trained outside India with the able body players. So, I mean, right now, if we see that some of the our old athletes, some of our former athletes, or some who have been playing that suffering from the injuries, if you go and watch the national level meet or state level meet, that able body athlete are showing something around 68, 70, and Antil is also doing the same, that 72, 73. Uh, a few days back, I had a conversation with him, recorded an interview, and where he also that I'm thinking of challenging the people who are stronger than me. So it is like that. Sumit challenged himself, not the stronger one. He challenged it. His fight is with himself. So he's a undisputed champion of his category. No
The other thing
competition.
about him is his
No competition.
dedication, his thing to the sport. He's still a very very humble guy. You saw him last evening interacting with just about everybody, and his passion for this and to strive for excellence even after reaching the very top is just great. I think he'll go long still.
Absolutely. Oh, Shomik joins us from Ahmedabad. Shomik, Shubman Gill came out for the press conference today. Give us a lowdown of what happened. What were the questions asked? And did you get the answers to the questions that you were looking for?
See, my question to him was that what is your playing 11 for the first test? And given the condition, given that a green pitch has been laid out at Narendra Modi Stadium here in Ahmedabad, would you be tempted to play uh, a third simmer? So the first question, as expected, he chose to remain non-committal, saying that you have to wait until tomorrow to know our playing 11. To the second question, he sort of admitted that yes, given the weather conditions and the pitch conditions, we would be tempted to play a third seamer. Yeah, who, if, it looks very likely India will go with an additional seamer besides Jasprit Bumrah and Mohammad Siraj. Who is going to be the third seamer? Nitish Reddy or Prasidh Krishna? As things stand, uh, Nitish Reddy has his nose in front, but I'm not committing anything given that Indian team's thought process. You never know. But as things stand, Nitish Reddy bowls a bit today, bowled a bit at the net. So maybe he has his nose in front.
Shomik, how is Prasidh Krishna looking? If you look back on the England series, we saw glimpses of brilliance from the young bowler. Obviously, that last 58 minutes at the Oval, Prasidh Krishna really held his own, and played the perfect second fiddle to Mohammad Siraj. So, how is Prasidh Krishna looking at the moment?
See, Prashit Krishna, the fact of the matter is that first of all, he is not quite young in the sense that he has been playing first class cricket for a long time now. Prashit Krishna is pretty erratic. He's very, very inconsistent. Because if someone gives away 5 runs per over, his economy rate is touching 5 runs per over in red ball cricket. And if you do that, you simply don't belong as far as Test cricket is concerned. Then again, he can bowl well in patches, which he did in England, especially in the first test. But to be an established test bowler, he will have to be very consistent. He will have to be very consistent with his length, especially. So, from that point of view, I doubt if Rashid Krishna would have been in the side, in the squad, if Akashdeep were fit. Akashdeep, he was doing his rehab after coming back from England at the BCCI Center of Excellence, and he needed to play at least one domestic cricket, at least one game in domestic cricket to be eligible for selection for the Test series. So now that he is playing in the Irani Cup, maybe he will come in for the second test. There's a chance that he could be drafted into the squad for the second test. But as of now, see, you cannot judge a bowler based on his performances or based on how he is bowling at the nets, because at the net you are bowling without an opponent. Well, I mean, in match situation, it is completely different. Given the pressure, you have an opponent who is constantly trying to outmaneuver you. So from that point of view, it is very very important to have that kind of match temperament. Uh, does Prashit Krishna have it? I have my doubts.
All right. Before going back to Jaimin and Abhishek, Shamik, has the full blown practice session happened yet, or is that
Yes,
in the afternoon?
no, no, no.
Ah, okay.
Test match practice always happens in the morning.
Yeah,
It's
of course.
full intensity, full blown practice. Everybody turned up yesterday. Bumrah and Akshar Patel did. Yesterday was an optional session. Bumrah and Akshar Patel were not there. They decided to take rest after coming back from the Asia Cup. Today, everyone is there, and it was a normal practice. Basically, it's a normal practice, nothing special. You go through that same drills. You go through that same drills again and again. Uh, as far as your preparation is concerned before a test match, it is about uh, making those habits a part of your muscle memory, and that's what a cricketer tries to do at the net. The challenge is for the batsman, especially only one batsman was there at the Asia Cup, that is Shubman Gill. And as Shubman said at the press conference, that it's more a mental thing, because at this level, you are expected to adjust in terms of your technique and everything, in terms of your shot selection. But it is the mental thing, and that switch from the shortest format to Test cricket, meant from a mental point of view, it is the toughest. That's what Shubman Gill said at the press conference. Let's see how it pans out. West Indies are depleted. West Indies have lost two of their frontline fast bowlers in Alzari Joseph and
Yeah.
Shamar Joseph, and maybe it has prompted the Indian team to go with a green top.
Absolutely, it's quite interesting to see what playing 11 or what combination India might go with. But coming back to para athletics, Jamin, where I think Yogesh Katunia is on the stage. I'm not sure yet. It's his medal
Medal set.
ceremony. Another silver for the silver boy. I mean, the streak is never
That is
ending.
true. That is true. He's been again a very, very consistent person. Of course, the Cuban is standing in his way with respect to his getting the goal, but Yogesh has been another person who's been very, very consistent in his event at the Paralympics, at the last World Athletics Championship. It's only a pity that I believe his event is not going to be happening at the next Paralympics.
Yeah.
So we've even heard that he may take up another event, maybe javelin or something, to get into the team. But let's see how it
Yeah, he
progresses.
was
But
telling me yesterday that I'm going to pick up javelin, but till the Asian Games, I'm going to prepare
that's
with
right.
this discuss thing.
His thing is
But
not there only in
yeah,
the
but a
Paralympics.
little anecdote that I want to share that yesterday I asked Yogesh that another silver man, and he said no, it's not silver, it's my platinum gold.
He's
He's
just
a, he's a kind of jolly character that whenever you talk to Yogesh, it doesn't feel like you're talking to athletes. It just feels like that you're just talking to a friend.
Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, the last time I met him after his silver medal at the Paralympics, he came back to Delhi and there was a celebration, obviously, for all the Paralympians. And he was so disappointed in the funniest way because he's kind of happy that I've medaled,
yeah.
but at the same time, he's like, "Arey yaar, fir
Gold
se
medal.
silver aa gaya." I mean,
For the
this
same
man
line, it
is
was good to see someone like a Sandeep Chaudhary
yes,
yesterday. Fourth in Rio, fourth in Tokyo, fourth in Paris. He got the silver yesterday. So
yes, absolutely. There are some comments here. Um, R- Shomik, you take this one. Ripon Ghosh is asking, is there fast bowlers means
Hello?
what? I think he's asking what the combination between the fast bowlers is going to be. Bumrah, Siraj, Nitesh or Bumrah, Siraj, Prasidh.
he's talked about
Uh, I have already said that the team management is very tempted to play an additional seamer, a third seamer. Obviously, Bumrah and Siraj, they pick themselves. Apart from that, if if India choose to, have a sim bowling all rounder, then it is Nitish Reddy. If if they pick Nitish Kumar Reddy as the same bowling all rounder, who could be pretty handful in these conditions as the third spinner, then there is a chance that Kuldeep Yadav will play. If India go with Prashit Krishna, then they will have to play Akshar Patel to have that extra batting cushion. And from that point of view, in that case, Kuldeep might miss out. And if that happens, Kuldeep will have every reason to consider himself the unluckiest person on the planet. And
Yes.
and Gagi, just one more thing is that, just an update. There is, the hierarchy, the team management, the selectors, nothing has been confirmed yet, but they are mulling on releasing the players who will not be part of the playing 11 for the India A versus for the ongoing India A versus Australia A
Australia.
limited over series, because some players need game time. So that is under consideration. Nothing has been decided yet. Shubman Gill was asked about that. Shubman said, "I don't have any information as yet. They will decide after the playing 11 is picked tomorrow." But if don't be surprised if the team management or and the selectors, in conjunction, they decide to release some of the players who are not part of the playing 11.
Well, that's classic India, waiting until the very last moment to decide the playing 11 and then tell us at the toss and not a second before that. But Jamie, let's talk cricket a little bit. India versus West Indies, like Shomik rightly pointed out, this is a depleted West Indian side, but at the same time, it is the WTC cycle. Every single point is important. You
Absolutely.
can't undermine anyone. What are you expecting
No,
out of this? Yeah.
absolutely. So you can't undermine things, but I think India is a good team, has the things going behind it. Shubhan rightly said that the mental thing from switching from a T20 to the Test cricket is very, very different. But you have very experienced players and mature players there. So and there are a lot of them which are coming into the Test which were not there in part of the team. So I think I'm quite fine. And I think India will go all out for a win. We should do that, make a good mark there, and gain the best points as possible for the WTC cycle.
Abhishek, what are you looking forward to in this series?
I mean, India is looking on paper. If we see that India is looking better, a better side on paper, but it's still that is a depleted field from the West Indies. But we cannot undermine that. They are still a team that can actually, can defeat that what we saw in Australia that they can do. But it's still that India is on better on paper, and it's in spin track. So it will be a spin track in India's condition. I think we are just unbeatable.
Taking from that, Shomik, how is the pitch looking at the moment? You
This
said
is one of
green,
the
green.
green grass of home. This is green. This is one of the greenest pitches in India in recent times. This is greener than the Bangalore last year against New Zealand, where India were bundled out for 46 in the first innings. It was more of the overhead conditions there. Now, rain is around here. Today it didn't rain, but there is a forecast of light rain tomorrow, and overcast conditions and underfoot conditions, all combined. Fast bowlers might enjoy playing on this pitch.
All right, there we go. There we see Yogesh answering
Oh
some
yeah.
questions of the media. Finally, he's going to get his medal. The ceremony was supposed to be at 4 p.m., but it's currently 5:20. So that's just how things work here.
No,
Uh,
yesterday's ceremonies got pushed back to
yes,
today because of the
and
rains
now
yesterday. So that's been the delay, I
yes,
guess.
now it was supposed to be 4, and uh, it's been busy. So we can't say anything about
Gargi,
that. Yeah.
Gargi talking about the medals. I'm taking a detour. That Mohsin Naqvi, PCB chairman and Asian Cricket Council president, he went ill with the trophy, Asia Cup trophy. What is the status? What is the latest status? Has he resurfaced? Any information about whether he has resurfaced or not?
Yes, so we have located the trophy. The trophy is in the ACC office. Here we go. I'm not sure if you can see. Give me a second. This is the trophy in the ACC office.
Okay,
Finally.
okay, okay,
So
fine.
It's there. It's there. The only thing is, Mohsin Naqvi in that meeting has said that if India wants the trophy, they're going to have to come and take it from me. So he wants there to be a ceremony. Only then will the trophy be handed to India, and he wants to
Uh,
hand it to India. So that's how it
I
is. That's
see.
how things stand
I
at the
mean,
moment. Uh,
I mean, to mildly, I can put it as he's been pretty juvenile.
yes, absolutely. Everyone's saying upload the PC. I don't think PC is allowed to be uploaded. This is a home tour, but of course, Shomik will be up with all the details very soon. Don't hype useless trophy. Let him enjoy it. Okay, sports fan. Fitmonk is saying, what if Nakwi sells that trophy? He can't do that. Come on, it's in the ACC office. Shriyansh is saying, is there a 1% chance of any team defeating the Aussies? What sport are you talking about? Because they're good at everything. I think they're talking about the 50 over
That's
ODI
right.
series, but could very well be. I mean, look at the T20 side is absolutely phenomenal. I think India has a good chance. But okay, main two bowlers of West Indies are injured. Yes, absolutely they are. But Jamin, talking about the future now. Right today, there's no medal event for the Indian para athletes. But apart from the Indian athletes, is there anyone that you're particularly excited to watch?
Oh, there are a few. I mean, we've seen what about 9 world records already on this track in the last
Yes.
4 days. I guess many more to come. So certainly, I may not get the pronunciations right, but you've got several of them who have shown consistent performances over the last 3 cycles of the World Para Athletics as well as the Paralympics. So yes, you've got the best of talent in the world here.
What about you, Abhishek?
I followed Catherine T. Brunner and had a conversation also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a few minutes back. And two more events left of her. So I just want to watch her again.
How
Uh,
many how many events does she participate in?
she is supposed to participate in 5 events. Already 3 events done, and she won gold in all three. And uh,
That's
yeah, it's almost confirmed that she is going to win the
one
gold
more.
in rest of the 2 events. So it will be she will return to Switzerland with 5 medals, and she's one of the most inspiring para athlete for me that whom I have followed and whom I really love to watch.
I'm
Great.
well, no one asked me, but I'm going to tell
Lovely.
you otherwise. Waiting to watch Hunter Goodwill,
Oh yeah, that's
the
right.
track star
That's
from
that's it.
USA. He's
Sadly,
He's
not
not
here,
there. He's
right?
not there.
Yeah,
He's not
I
there.
I
was.
was also waiting for Tara and,
Yes,
Yeah.
I don't think Tara would have come because Tara is training, but
she was supposed to come, but if Hunter would have been here, that she would have.
You know.
But
yeah,
right now, that Hunter is not coming, so she also. But Michael Ramp, I think if he is here, I'm not confirmed, but if he is that, I would love to watch him. He's the one who has actually challenged the able-body athletes, and not even challenged, but able some of the able-body long jumper also fears him. The kind of aura he carries, that he
Yeah.
has already has a personal best record of 8.72, if I'm not wrong, and the Mike Powell record is 8.9.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
So
he's here though.
I'm also not
Yeah, sure.
100% confident. I was just trying to find his name. If he is here, that
Yeah,
most
he'll be a one to
probably we will
watch. He'll
see
be
a
one to
850
watch.
jump, which we don't see even in India. That Murli's personal best is 8.41.
this is incredible. The stories we get to hear from para athletes. Okay, I'm going to take some comments. Ashutosh is saying Gargi and Boria sir are the most. Okay, thank you so much. What? Okay. Women ODI can anytime dare to defeat Aussies. New Zealand women are on top. Okay. Shomik, you take this one. Abhishek is asking, can Shivam Dubey get a look in the test side after his bowling performance in the Asia Cup?
No, no, I don't think so. No, 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 absolutely not. Shivam Dubey is an out and out white ball player. He has played first class cricket for Bombay. He plays first class cricket for Bombay. That is fine, but he's an out and out. I mean, he's not. And Shivam Dubey is, I mean, he's not. He's not a kid. He's the pretty senior player. Given his, I mean, he's 30-year old, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. So from that point of view, no, no, Shivam Dubey in the test side is not. It is a little too fanciful. And you please don't judge a player for Test cricket based on his white ball exploits. Maybe 50 over cricket, you can still judge him a bit, but T20 cricket is absolutely antipodian to Test cricket. So you don't judge a player based on his T20 exploits in terms of picking him for Test cricket. It's a completely different game.
Yep, absolutely. Now, sports fan is asking, Jamin and Abhishek, you can answer this. Which events are India targeting next in the future Para World Athletics Championships? There is a lot of scope in many events where we don't see Indian participation.
See, you know that I just attended today a press conference where Paul Fitzgerald and also a newly elected, I mean his third term, uh, Andrew Pearson, he was also there, and they all praised the India's para movement. Even Fitzgerald said that in Doha 2015, India has only 2 medals, and last time in Kobe 17. Here we can, there's a good chance of we can cross the 20 medals. So it is like that India is improving day by day in para athletics and para events, para athletics and whatever you consider. So in the next Olympics LA cycle we will see almost if we would am on 28, 29, I'm not confirmed. So we will say almost 40. So India is targeting in every para category, whether whatever it is supposed to be. Jitne bhi hain, we are targeting all, and that's why the world para body is praising still. Yeah. So that's why the good thing about this event is that 1.2 billion are going to involve in this, and that's why it is important for him. But otherwise, that he praised the para movement in India. That day by day, if Jamin sir want to add
No,
anything.
I would just put it this way. If you look at the Indian performance right now, it's far better on the field than on the track. That's a one broad this thing that again, if you look at the Indian participation, 73 participants, I think about 9 are on the track, 9 or 10 on the track, and everybody else is on the field. So India is doing far better on the field than on the track, which is not very surprising. Even if you look at the able body, we've got people who are doing well on the jumps, the throws, the javelins, or the discus, short putts, long jumps. But the track is something where we just need to do some more improvement. The second thing is, if you look at things which are moving on cycles on the track here, we have just no participation. So again, that is something which we are not focused on, and those are areas which we could look at to see how we can improve.
I agree. I mean, wheel,
Yeah.
and this frame and track event. But in the track event, we are exploring still that Simran
No, you'll
Preeti.
have Simran, Preeti,
Preeti and
Deepti is already
also, and
one.
we are just catching. But
That's true,
yes,
but it's still.
yeah, you said right that frame and wheelchair.
I was
That's
just looking at the fact that today you have about, I don't know the exact number, but about 500 odd medals available here, out of which about close to 300 would be on the track, and on that track we have 9 participants. So technically that's where we could do a lot better with our performance. Maybe we'll do better on the Asian. It will take some time to do much better at the world level, but that's one area which we could focus on.
Okay, Shomik, last minute on the show, giving you the last minute. Give us a lowdown on what's coming next for the Indian team in Ahmedabad.
No, lowdown is like, I mean, India are farm favorites. India are farm favorites. Then Rostin Chase, the West Indies captain, came at the press conference. He said, "We know we are the underdog, but that might make us dangerous in the sense that we have nothing to lose. Whether West Indies have the wherewithal, and you don't forget that only recently on a green tub, although it was a day-night test, pink ball, they were bundled out for 27 against Australia in Jamaica. So, but India, the scars of that whitewash against New Zealand in the home series last year, it hasn't healed yet. That is there on the back of the mind of the Indian team management. India will not allow to drop their guard. They will go with full intensity, and if they play to their potential, I expect a early with weather holding up. I expect an early finish in this test match.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Shomik, for joining. Thank you, Jaimin and
Pleasure.
Abhishek, for your
Certainly.
inputs as well. We'll be back, but look out for Rep Sports coverage, folks. We've got para athletics, we've got cricket, and we've also got women's cricket. Trisha and Snehashish on the field in Sri Lanka, Colombo today. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. We'll be back very soon.